Hi, this is Ms. Hadi from Olympian High School. Today's class is going to be asynchronous, so no Google Meets. And I want both my AP World History Modern classes and my Ancient World History classes to read an article about mental health, and then watch this video that you're watching now about the assignment and the time management. This is related to SEL, or Social Emotional Learning. And then at the end of this video, it's going to ask you to complete an assignment where you're basically going to take a template for time management that I'm going to go over right now, and you're going to save it to your computer. So open it with Google Docs. I'm going to walk you through this real quick. So open it with Google Docs, and then you're going to go to File, make a copy, rename it, and then you'll be able to edit it and eventually upload it to Google Classroom. I haven't made the assignment for you yet in Google Classroom, but it will be there on Friday, and you'll be able to turn it in there. It will say time management schedule. Okay, so my computer's being really slow, but you go to File and then make a copy, rename it. Don't share it with me, just turn it in on Google Classroom. So it's gonna go slowly, but File, make a copy. I think you guys can just write down those instructions and then rename it and then turn it in on Google Classroom. Okay, so about time management. Let's go back to our daily agenda where I have a slide about social emotional learning. This is something that teachers at Olympian High School try to integrate or weave into their teaching. And there's different parts of social emotional learning that your teachers are going to be trying to teach you. One of the things that we're going to focus on first is self-management, and that's defined as the ability to regulate one's emotions, thoughts, behaviors effectively in different situations. This includes managing stress, which we're all under a lot of stress right now with the pandemic, controlling impulses, so not acting immediately without thinking, and motivating oneself. I'll use the motivation right now, and setting and working towards achieving personal and academic goals. So I'm going to try to help you with that in a number of different ways. For example, through impulse control, if you have this time management schedule that we're about to set up, hopefully you'll build some positive routines that are centered around your values, and that will hopefully make you not want to just do things that are not in line with your values impulsively. Stress management, we're going to do through, again, building effective routines and having coping skills throughout the year. Self-discipline through positive routines and habits, self-motivation, goal setting, and organizational skills, which this assignment is. So really quickly, you're going to go to this assignment. Remember, this is how it looks when you open it, and then you're going to have this Word doc. And I want you right away to make sure you put your name, date, period on the top right-hand side. And then I want you to identify 3 to 5 priorities, things that are really important to your life, and you're going to number them here. So you need to change these so they match your priorities. You can see mine on there. And then plan a schedule according to your values. Be realistic. I like to color code mine. So, make sure that if you say you value health, then you have exercise and eating well on your schedule. So I have the times on the left and the days on the top, and the periods for school are already there, but yours are going to look different than mine because they're going to be based on your values. And I really need to see your values in line with what your schedule looks like. And I also need to see a bedtime, because having good sleep is important to your overall health and well-being. So I need to see your bedtime on there as well. When you're done with that part, I want you to write down some notes to self for when you're stressed. So you can look at mine for examples if you want, and then come up with your own. You don't need to have 5. Even if you just have one thing you want to remember when you're stressed, that's okay, something to read to yourself. Then write down your go-to community. So, you don't need to have a bunch of people. Like, I don't need to write down every single friend I've ever had. But if you have quality group of friends, then you're going to have, people that you can talk to when you're under stress that will support you. A big part of managing relationships, which we're going to talk about later, relationship skills, is the ability to communicate and the ability to both give and receive support. So this is going to help you overall in your social emotional learning. And then write down some coping strategies. Again, I write down things that help me. You might want to think deeply about what's helping you and turn that in when you're all done. And hopefully it will be a nice self-reflective exercise to get you thinking about your own social emotional well-being. Have a great weekend.